Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining our webinar today. Our webinar title will be Manage Quality Through a Digital Platform. My name is Lisa and I will be the moderator for today's webinar. Let's go over some guidelines before we begin to our webinar. So kindly keep your microphone muted throughout the sessions to minimize the background noise. If you have any questions or comments, please use the chat box on the right-hand side. And we encourage active participants. So feel free to ask questions and also share your comments during the Q&A segment. And also, I have shared a link at the chat box. Please register yourself because we need to send you the e-certificate. And also, we are providing CPD points for recording purpose. We need to collect your attendance. So kindly fill up the form. And also, now, before we begin, let's introduce our speaker for today. We have the pleasure of hosting Ms. Farah Najwa, who is our digital transformation consultant in a construction industry. She have a wealth of knowledge in quality digital platform, and she will be sharing to us the knowledge and experience in digital transformations. And now let's welcome her to share the insights of quality through digital platform.
Good morning. Thank you, Lisa. I hope you can see my face here. All right. And can you hear me clearly? Thank you so much. All right. So to begin, without further ado, let me introduce myself. My name is Farah. I'm actually a digital transformation consultant. I have quite a bit of experience in digital transformations, focusing more on constructions. So during this presentation or during this webinar, I will be gladly sharing with you quality management in digital platform. So let me share you my screen. All right, so let's continue. I hope there's no more glitch after this. Okay, so let's move along. That's our agenda today. So I have to do this quickly because I already wasted about 15 minutes of your time. Okay, so the importance of quality management. So let's share with you the current state of quality management. So quality management is a critical aspect of organizational success, ensuring that products and services meet or exceed customer expectations. Traditionally, quality management has relied on manual processes, paper-based documentations, and periodic inspections. So which I want to emphasize here, I'm very sure that you are fully aware, currently most of 85% of companies are doing quality management, are enforcing quality management in the traditional way, where they are relying on manual processes and everything is on a paper-based documentations. So you just imagine if you are talking about a multi-million dollar project, then just imagine if you want to translate this into documentation, there will be millions of paperwork as well. So why is this quality management is not is important? It's because one is the globalizations needs. So which means because it has to be it's an aspect that has been focused by most of global companies. And then because of the stringent regulations, because quality management has also enforced a stringent regulations that makes a customer expectations. So by the end of the day, all these developers, all these developments, the end result is always at the customer expectations, at the customer. So we have to make sure that the customer expectation is meet. And also a competitive pressures. We are not talking about one developers or two developers. As far as I checked through a global data, we have about 300 and more developers we have in Malaysia right now. So quality management plays a crucial role in the construction industries, where the complexity of the scale of projects demand a high level of precision, adherence to standards, and effective collaborations. So this includes safety compliance, customer satisfaction, cost control, project timeliness, compliance with standards and regulation, risk mitigations, enhanced collaboration, reputation, brand image. So these are all the elements that contributes into quality management, and each of these elements has its own importance. Okay, so digital transformation in quality management. So we will talk about digital transformation. For some people, I'm talking about someone who are very used to a process that has been has been in place for so many years. We're talking about 50 years or 80 years ago. They are not, digital transformations can be a taboo, whereby they think that they cannot just ignore the old processes and just to move into a digital transformation, which they do not trust the process yet. So you just imagine we were talking about, for example, we have million of processes, then we're going to translate that we're going to automate that into a digital platform. So this kind of thing is, through my experience, it's a very difficult to accept. But in reality, maybe because they think that they don't see the needs and the importance of digital quality management. So let me walk you through on this. So the need of digital transformations in quality management. So digital transformation is quality management is not a modernization effort, but a strategic imperative. So just now, as I said, most of people or most of workforce, like talking about project managers, project directors maybe, or a quality assurance manager, quality engineers, they look in digital transformation as a modernization, as change of the process, but it's not. It's just that we're going to twitch the process. We're gonna digitize, and we're also going to automate the process to a strategic imperative. So how and why? Through data explosions, the real-time visibility. We're gonna provide you a real-time visibilities, automation for efficiency, collaborations and communication, and this is a repetitive lah. So that's what it is. So benefit of digitizing processes. So we talk about processes and we digitize. So if you can see, each processes will involve a lot of entities, a lot of parties. It can be involve 5 stakeholders, or it can involve external stakeholders. We're talking about from a main contractors, will involve a subcontractors, or it will involve the homeowner, or we can say customers or users itself. So these will speak on during benefit of digitizing processes, because it will just create a seamless process that involve different parties that will provide you a single platform when each of you can communicate. So let's see. So benefit, you can see there's 2 parts here. So left hand and right hand. So which means I have 12 benefits of digitizing processes. I can go on and on, but I think 12 is enough for right now. For number 1, efficiency and time saving. Number 2, improve data accuracy, enhance communication and collaborations, remote accessibilities, centralized data storage, automation of quality control processes. So we talk about efficiency and time saving, improve data accuracy, enhance communication and collaborations. I'm repeating this again because if you can see, we improve data accuracy and we enhance the communication and collaborations. We save a lot of times. I'm very sure that currently, if you do quality management traditionally, we will need to. There's a lot of time that we need to wait for information to be given to us. For example, if during quality, you just want to know if a defect has been rectified or not, you might need a week to wait about 2 to 3 days for you to get the information. But if you digitize your processes, you don't need to wait for 2 to 3 days. Maybe you just need about 10 minutes, or maybe you need half an hour, and maximum is 24 hours if you need the defect to be rectified or to be notified. So you actually, you save times a lot. And in a certain project, and not certain project, most project, time efficiency is very important. And then if you remote accessibilities, instead of bringing whole stacks of paper, you can just bring a mobile phones, or maybe a tablet or iPad, whatever that makes you, whatever that you are comfortable with. With one mobile, you can just go to the site, and then that mobile you can access into a single platform where you can just do all your due diligence. You can do all the checking. You can do the defect. You can do all the whatever that you do during the manual processes, all these papers, you can just tick yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. You can do it on mobile, and it's a seamless activities. And then because of you having these apps, you will have a centralized data storage. So you don't have to have a whole room full of cabinets with forms. You just need one single platform which you can be stored on cloud base. and also automation of quality control processes. So as I said, you don't need pen and paper, because as silly as it sounds, most of the time when you have the manual paper, you don't have pen, you're just gonna cause a lot of delays after that. That is actually an example that I want to bring, because if let's say it's a manual and pen, so if you translate this into a digital platform, you actually can do it on time, so you don't have to be manual about it. I hope I get to the point. So in the second part is actually real-time reporting analytic. As I said, that if you have all parties involved or using the same platform, you will be able to have a real-time reporting analysis. And also it can be integrated with building information modeling technologies. It can be traceable and traceable in audit trails, scalability and adaptability, and again, cost saving and adherence to standard and compliance. What I actually want to emphasize is on cost saving, because most developers or most contractors or project managers didn't see embarking into a digital constructions or digital quality management will save a lot of cost. But if you look into all the benefit of digitizing processes, where you save time, you save monies on papers and pens, a lot of, because you are so efficient in quality management, you actually save a lot of defects. See, you are actually can improve on your safety as well. So that is where the underlying cost saving that has not been focused on most of developers, because they think that if of course when you want to embark into a digital platform, there's a certain cost is needed, but it's actually in a long term you will get the return of investment back. Okay, that's the key functions, the key features of digital quality management. So when we talk about key features, I would like you to take note on what are the important features that you need to look into when you want to choose your digital quality management platform. So the features would be, first, it must be able um, to come or to operate as a document management, where you can centralize storage for projects documentation, including plans, specification, inspection reports, and compliance documents. This platform, whatever platforms are you going to choose or you're going to consider in future, this platform must be able to be a centralized storage for project documentations. Okay, because documents for constructions or projects, it can be um, a truckload of documents. That's how I want to put it. Okay, so it has the ability to store document, and also, sorry, they must be able to be as a version control to track changes and ensure stakeholders access to the latest information. So this document management must be able to provide you the timestamp. So if let's say any document has a changes or amended into the platform from the platform itself, it should be able to show you the timestamp. So you would know who changed it, when did they change it, and why did they change it. So this create a seamless, it will create a visibility to the stakeholders, and also the stakeholders access to the latest information, which means that you know which one is the latest information. Okay, if you were going to compare into a manual processes where you take one form to another form, trust me, I've been through from one form to another form, but there's no specific date or time. I do not know which one is which, because one form can be used 2, 3, 4 times and say by the same person, but they don't put the timing there. So I'm not sure which one is the latest. You see, so in constructions, everything is important, especially time. So this is where you need to look into when you want to embark or you want to consider a digital platform for quality management. Second, automated inspection processes. So digital checklists and forms for inspection, reducing manual paperwork. So if you look into a single, for example, for a simple form, quality management forms, or maybe on a site diary or any other related forms, you can see it involves a lot of checklists. So you can see first you need to do this, And then you need, for example, for maintenance itself, yeah. So first, when you arrive, you need to check if the light is working. I'm just giving an example. I'm not sure in which industry, if you are building a high-rise building or infra projects, but this is how I can give an example based on my previous experience with this certain client. So they are using a maintenance module where that focusing on quality management, of course. So what they do is actually once they arrive, they would know they have steps and checklists that they have to follow. So for example, they need to check if the light bulb is working, if it's working good, or if it's working just working fine. And also they need to check the cleanliness. So there's a lot of processes that have to go through before they leave the building or they leave the site. So they come up with a different forms for one single day, for one single visit. So if you have a digital checklist, we actually digitize this into a single platform. So you can just tick and tick and tick and tick, and then put a remark if it's necessary. If not, it will take. If not, it will need to do a certain a follow up. So this has been proven to save a lot of time, because previously it was reported that the technician would spend about half of the day to visit a single site. But once they implemented to this digital platform, they just spend about 1 hour. So you see, it's actually save a lot of time. So automation of inspection, scheduling, and reminders, ensuring timely and systematic quality checks. So it also comes with a notification, right? So because some how do I say this? Some checking or some activities, it will come on a schedule. So it can be a once a week activities, or it can be monthly activities. So often the technicians or the quality personnel often I don't want to say forget, because impossible they will forget. Maybe they have so many on the plates, so they might miss it. So we don't want that to happen. So by using a digital quality management, you can set reminders on which date or which time that they need to do the checks. Okay, so that is on automatic inspection processes. So mobile accessibility. So right now, if you want to talk outside from quality management, I'm very sure most of us relying on our mobile, right? You want to do our banking mobile. I can't remember when was the last time I withdraw cash. I think I even forgot my PIN number because I don't use the card. I don't remember holding cash. This, if I want to talk about outside of quality management, yeah? What happened to me right now is whenever I need cash, I would transfer to a friend who has cash. So they're going to give me cash, until that extent. So we are too comfortable with mobile. So, but, and it's a very, it's easier that way. So if, let's say, we have a platform, a digital platform that we can use on mobile, it can help a lot in a way where mobile application for on-site data collection and real-time reporting. So which means you are holding your mobiles everywhere. So you just bring your mobile, you can just go into the site and then you just do all the checkings and you report all the defects, or you can do whatever that you needed to do. Then without bringing papers and pens, or forms and pens. So it also allowed field inspectors and workers to input data, capture images, and access relevant documents on mobile devices. So what I have seen now, the digital quality managements, or for example, if let's say they do inspections at one particular site, they just walk in with their mobile. So what they do is actually they just report a defect and then take a picture and just send. So after 10 or 15 minutes, the responsible parties will respond to it. So it's easier that way, instead of you, for now, what I've seen is actually they take pictures, they go back to office, they have to flip through to thousands of pictures that they have taken, and sometimes they don't remember which picture is for which site, right? So it actually creates another headache for the quality personnel, just to capture one single defect, if you know what I mean. Because I'm very sure from our mobile, we have like thousands of pictures, right? Work related, not work related, we have thousands. For myself, I I have 6,000. I think I have 6,000 of photos right now, and then I can say half of it is my personal related, and another half I just don't know. It's just bunch of um, rubbish. I can say I don't know, some things that I screenshot, some clothes that I screenshot. So it's a lot of pictures in the phone. So what traditionally what would they do is like they would just take pictures and then go back to office and then extract that one picture over that 6,000 pictures that they have and then put it into Excel and send as a report. So that's no more. With digital platform, you don't have to do that. You don't have to store the pictures on the cloud on your phone. You just store it immediately. You just store it into a digital platform, the chosen digital platform, and it was stored on cloud. Okay, so it will be easier for you. You don't have to worry if you mixed up the pictures and all, and then you can do this anywhere that you want, because I believe once as a quality personnel, most of developers, they don't run only one project at a time. They will run about 5 to 6 projects at a time, and then quality personnel will be one or two of them, which they have to monitor all these 6 projects. So they can just bring the mobile, they can just click through the projects, whichever sites that they visited, and then they just insert it. It just insert all the information needed. Okay, so automated data analysis and reporting. This is very important features for managers because it provides analytic tools for data analysis, trend identifications, and performance tracking. Automated report generation for quality metrics, allowing for informed decision making. So I'm very sure that you know why data analysis and reporting is important for project manager. It's because for you to know the health of your project. So you want to know the performance of the project. So if your projects are going well or not, will take a longer time or will take a shorter time. So then from there, if you know all this analysis, you have this information, it's easier for you to make a decision. You'll be able to find a solution to rectify whatever problems that you have, not to wait until the end on the 11th hour, then only to rectify, but you can actually do the close monitoring right now because it provides you a real-time visibility, right? So you have all this information right now. So when you find out the solution, the issues, the challenges, you can find the solutions immediately. Okay, so non-conformance management. So a systematic recording and tracking of non-conformance and defects, and workflow for the initiation, assignments, and resolution to non-conformance issue. So this is more on audit trails. Supplier and subcontractor collaborations. If you have the information at the back of your mind, you would know how many contractors and subcontractors were involved in one single project. We're talking about hundreds or maybe hundreds, because on one project, multi-millions project, you will involve about 100 contractors and subcontractors. So you will need a digital platform that can be used by all the subcontractors and suppliers. So everybody can feed the information at the same time. So what you need, what is going on right now for those contractors that who are still applying traditional quality management, what they do is actually they're always on the phone, not the phone to key in on the platform, but to call. And you just imagine the amount of time spent to call each of supplier and contractor just to get a simple update as when can this be done, when can this be delivered. As simple. The conversation will take about like 10 or 20 seconds, but the amount of you want to dial until the person picks up, so it will waste a lot of time. So if you have a digital platform where you just send the informations, and then the supplier can just put their input, it will be easier. Then everyone will know what is going on, because you don't have, like, for example, I need the information, I ask another person to get the information from me, and then that person asks for another person to get the information. So it has to go through in so many tracks. So if you have a digital platform, you can open access to all the supplier and the subcontractor to use the same platform. Everybody would know what's the issue and everything can be rectified immediately. So this ensures that all stakeholders are aligned with quality standards and project specifications. So the expectations is there, you also can set expectation is there, and the quality standards is there, that everybody just need to work together within the single platform. Okay. training and certification training. So these the key features is actually they must be able to provide to capability to track and manage the training and certification status of personnel, ensure that team members have the necessary qualification for their roles. So this is another way to look at. So in this selected digital platform, you will be able to insert all the workforce training and certifications documents. For example, if you have CIDB license, the green card, you would know that when is this green card is expiring. Okay, so you can send you notifications just to remind that you have to renew this or any other licenses, because it's very important to have a valid license for you to work on site. Okay, because we don't know what to know. You don't want to have any other issues to occur during the period of constructions. And auditing and compliance management, this is very clear, because quality management is all about compliance management. So tools for conducting internal and external audits, ensure compliance with industry standards, building codes, and regulatory requirements. So this is also important, because you need to have for a project needs to get a certain certifications, and quality is one of it. So you must be able to have a digital platform tools that will adhere to the standards. Okay, and cloud-based storage. This is what I told you just now about the features and all. Cloud-based infrastructure for secure and scalable data storage facilitates remote access, data backup, and disaster recovery. So store everything on cloud. Everything now, right now, I think most of us are very well known that everything is on the cloud now. So if you have all this information on cloud, it's easy to access, and also you don't need to set up a whole server just to store your data. So it has to be on cloud based. It's easy. You don't have to waste the storage on your phone. So we have the cloud, we use the cloud. Okay, and traceability and accountability, provide traceability of change and actions with detailed audit trails, enhance accountability and transparency in quality management processes, and continuous improvement tools. Digitalizations technologies are always evolving. So you must be able to choose one digital platform that always it's always open for changes, which means they're also evolving from time to time. So it depends. It's actually we need to keep up the trend that we have right now, because for constructions, I can see, for example, if you want to talk about BIM technologies, about 10 years ago, no one cares about BIM, building information modeling. No one cares, but right now the government already emphasized for those projects that worth 50 millions and above, it is a must to submit their modeling, their building information modeling. So if you can look back 10 years ago, no, but right now it make it a must. So which means the government, I mean, like the country itself are ready for new implementations, new digital open to digital constructions. So this digital platform must be able to keep up with that. So you need to find something that can support improvement initiatives. Okay, so let's go to the case study and successful implementation. So let's move. So I'm in this case study, I'm not going to share with you who are the contractors, but so I just put it A, B, C, and D lah. Okay, so main contractor A. The challenge is this main contractor A is a major construction company. They face challenges with paper-based processes leading to delays and inefficiencies in quality management. So what they do, they implemented a comprehensive DQM, is digital quality management system, that included mobile application for on-site data collections, real-time collaboration tools, and automated reporting. So what do they get based on from this implementation? They have a significant improvement in efficiency, reduced time for inspections, and quicker issue resolutions. The project team has better visibility into quality metrics, contributing to timely decision making. So these are the outcome for main contractor A. So of course, we have to look into the challenges first, then we find solutions, and then we will get into outcomes. So we can see if this is working or not. So far, they are happy with it. So main contractor B is a global construction services company aim to enhance communication and streamline quality processes across multiple projects. So I believe this main contractor B is running several projects at the same time. Okay, not one project a year, but everything happens at the same time. So what they do is they adopted a cloud-based GKM system with features such as centralized document management, real-time collaboration, and automated reporting. So from having this, they improve collaborations among project teams. So they have like 6 projects at the same time. They have 6 project teams, but everybody needs to have the same information. So they reduce delays in communication and better adherence in quality standards. This is how just I emphasized just now. To get a single information will take a longer time than it should be. So it will actually affecting the quality standards. So the cloud-based system provided scalability, allowing for easy integrations into various projects of different sizes. So it can be go a big project or small projects, no matter how big, you can integrate into a single platform. So that is what main contractor B facing. So the contractor C face difficulties in maintaining consistency across diverse construction projects, ensuring standardized quality control processes. Okay, so they implemented the QM system that incorporated standardized digital checklists, real-time analytics, and mobile accessibilities for field teams. So what they have in return, they achieve standardized quality processes across projects, leading to a reduction in defects and non-conformance. The system allowed for continuous improvement by analyzing data from various projects to refine quality procedures. So what they do is actually they want to ensure a standard quality control processes. So by implemented this digital checklist, and this also is a mobile, it's easily accessed through mobile for the field teams. So they can monitor their audit trails, they can see the defects and non-conformance, and the system allows continued improvement by, you can also analyze the data. Okay, so the last one, contractor D, face challenge in ensuring real-time visibility into quality metrics and timely communication among project teams. So this is the same out just now at the contractor A, where they just have difficulties to communicate among the stakeholders. Okay, so the challenges and solutions. So if you talk about challenges and solutions here, it's actually challenges and solution if you were to embark into digital quality management. So I'm not saying that once you start with digital quality management, you're going to solve a lot of problems. No, definitely going to be challenges, and I also would suggest few solutions. Challenges that we're talking about now is, I'm very sure if you go to your boss, your project managers, or whoever that who are very keen into digital transformations, definitely you will have a resistance to change. So the challenge is employee may resist adopting new digital tools and processes. And trust me, it will be 98% of time people are a little bit hesitate to embark into digital transformations. So the solution is we as a company provide comprehensive trainings program, clearly communicate the benefits of the new system, and involve employees in transition process and address concern. So whoever who resists, we send them from training, so then they will understand, because for you to fall in love, you have to understand that 1%. It's the same as a digital transformation. It's the same as you apply at work. Someone would tend not to like it. They don't understand. They don't like. For myself, if I don't understand, I don't like it. So that is how you want to address the challenge. Number 2, budget constraint. This is the one most popular, because most of the companies would think that to embark into a digital platform or to embark into digitalizations will cost them buttloads of money. But also, what you can do is actually to conduct a thorough cost benefit analysis. Because I can say that if you spend, for example, if you spend 1 million ringgit for digital transformations, you cannot expect to have 2 million by the end of the year. No, it's a process, because there's a lot of because this is involving a lot of parties. This is involving about hundreds or thousands of workforce who would need to participate in these transformations. So it would take longer times. But I can assure you, if the company spend 1 million to embark into digitalizations, you might get 10 million in 5 years, maybe, the ROI. So it's actually we need to do a very thorough cost benefit analysis to your projects managers or to your board of directors, just to ensure that this digital platform is actually has a great ROIs in return. So data security concerns. Why? Because we are talking about storing our data on cloud base. So construction project involves sensitive data, which is true, and stakeholders may be concerned about security of digital system. True. But how do we going to address this? So we implement a robust cybersecurity measures, encryption protocols, and ensure compliance with industry standards. Clearly communicate and security measures to build trust, which I always agree with this. I mean, like, if you want to talk about constructions, they have a privacy, they have a certain sensitive data. So let's put into a banking system. Why banking, who holds how financial institute who holds the most sacred information about us, and they are able to store it, and the security is actually on par. We do have complaints on that. Maybe we do have complaints, but not so much. But we are okay with it. So the same goes to constructions. If you store cybersecurity now is um, it's very effective now. They as it says here, implement robust cybersecurity measures where they actually we have a lot of experts that actually can make sure that there's no leak, that there's no data leak. Okay, and maintaining mobile accessibilities. So the challenge is actually ensuring that field personnel can effectively use digital quality management tools on mobile devices. I find that this one is a little bit funny because um, as much as we want to say that everybody is on smart devices, but actually there's about 5 or 8% that who are actually comfortable with manual processes and manual traditional quality management documentations. So the solution is, what we can do is we choose a mobile friendly DQM solutions, mobile friendly, optimized interface for smaller screens and provide training on mobile usage. So I can tell you based on my experience, I've seen a lot of digital quality management platform or applications. Um, it's how do I say this? The usage is the same, the checklist is the same, but what makes more interesting is actually what makes it easier for me to use is the interface. So we have to choose the interface that is user friendly for every hierarchy or every uh, generations. I hope I didn't hurt anyone. Every generations. Okay, so that are the future challenges and solutions if you were to embark into digital quality management system. So the current trends of world of construction. So we can see here, as the construction industry continues to embrace digital transformation, these trends in digital quality management are expected to shape the future. Of course, providing construction companies with more powerful tools to ensuring enhancing project quality. So please keep in mind that actual trends may evolve and it's advisable to stay updated with the latest development in the field. So number one, the current trends, yeah, mobile applications for DQM, for digital quality measurement, mobile applications. So this is the trends right now. And number two, cloud-based digital quality management solutions. And number three, advanced analytic tools. So these are the three things that actually most companies will look into. First, they want a mobile application. They want to make a hassle-free working environment for their workforce. Number two, cloud-based, which you can access anywhere. You don't have to set up a whole server in the office or maybe 3, 4 servers just to store your documents. So it has to be a cloud-based. And third, advanced analytic tools for you to address any problems, and you also can do the decision making fast. So these are the three things that most companies or most project owners are looking at. So the future of digital construction. So just now I was talking about digital quality management, but now I would like to talk a little bit about digital constructions. So the future of digital construction is an exciting landscape of innovation, efficiency, and sustainability. So continued advancement in technology will likely lead to more integrated, intelligent, and sustainable construction practices. To stay updated on latest development is essential to monitor industry publications, attend to conferences, and engage with technology providers in the construction sectors. So, as I had a conversation with one of the developers in Malaysia. They're quite big. This is what they told me, that we need to have this solution fast because we want to be the number one that will embark into a digital constructions, without knowing that there's another 10 or 20 developers. It's already on the way to be the first, the first developer that embark into digital construction. So digital construction is a new, it's a new thing in the next, maybe now, but it has to take a lot of efforts because construction is not a one day job. It's not a one day industry. It has been there for so many years. Okay, so these are the future of digital constructions. It will be there. It will be greater than what we, maybe what in next 5 years, whatever I'm seeing now, whatever I'm talking about now is irrelevant because technologies is evolving, but we are going there. Okay, so this is my own personal point of view. So building the future a bite at a time as a woman in a digital realm is very weird actually, because you can't really find a lot of digital enthusiasts, woman enthusiasts. I've traded my hard hat for a keyboard and my work is a digital wonderland, which is true. From blueprint to blockchain, I'm breaking the binary and making sure our buildings are as smart as our tech jokes. In the world of zeros and ones, the binaries, I'm the queen of construction puns, here the building, the bridges, and breaking reviews, oscillators, and codes. So this is why my own point of view. So as I said just now, I would love to see, I would love to see, for now, whenever I see a building is built, or a building or a construction is working on, I always can relate this into a digital construction. So this is my passion. So I hope, I hope that I be able to add some values, and I'm very sorry for the little hiccups here because I changed my workspace. So it's a little bit kelang kabut at the same time. So I hope you enjoy, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Farah. Dear participants, do you have any questions? Please drop down your questions at the chat box. As we came to the end of today's webinar, I want to express a thank you to all our participants and also speaker, Ms. Farah Najwa, for sharing their insights with us on digital quality on a digital platform. I also would like to thank to all participants. Once again, I would like to remind, please kindly register to the link that I have given at the chat box, because we will provide you the e-certificate and also to submit for the CPD points. So please kindly register yourself at the chat in the link that I have given in the chat box. And also be sure to check our websites and social media platform for our upcoming webinars and event that it's related to you. And once again, thank you for joining, and let's end this webinar today. Thank you.